So here we are back in the greenhouse with all of my tomatoes again, and as you can see they're getting pretty close to the ceiling, the roof I should say. So it's time to do my last operation on the tomatoes today. We're going to be doing several things. So first of all, where they're quite close to the top of the greenhouse, I'm going to be pinching out the growing tips. So looking inside here I can see there's a little, can you just see that? There's a little truss there, that's going to be flowers and therefore fruit. And then we need one leaf after that, and then I'm going to pinch out the top. And by the time all of the cells here in this very top part of the tomato have expanded to their full size, that should be brushing the glass of the greenhouse. So now I've done that, I'm going to check all the way down the tomato and take off any side shoots. So here's a little one right in here at the top. You remember they grow out of the angles of the leaves. I think that they're called axils, if I remember my biology from school. Down we go. You can see we've got plenty of flowers on here. This one's Harbinger. That's a full-size tomato, but it's an older variety with a really good flavour, and you'll see that it is growing some quite large side shoots. If you're growing things like Tumbling Tom and so on, you don't need to take the side shoots out. But if you're growing tall tomatoes in a greenhouse, generally speaking, you do. So we've got some nice tomatoes here at the bottom. And what the commercial growers do, and what I'm going to do too, is they take off the lower leaves here. So just clearing everything off the main stem. You can leave the litter down on the floor. It acts as a weed suppressant, and it's about the only crop, or one of the very few crops, where you can leave the litter about and the plants don't object. So for about 60-70 centimetres up the stem, that's going to decrease the chance of fungal diseases in the close, moist atmosphere at the bottom of the plants, especially when you've been watering. And it's also going to allow these trusses of tomatoes to have a little bit of extra sunlight and ripen more quickly. So I'm now going to go and do that with all of my tomatoes. You remember the blind tomato that we were growing, that it had no leading shoot? So I let one of the side branches grow in one of the leaf axils that it had, and you can see it's growing up into a fine plant, still rather shorter than the rest, but we should get some tomatoes off it, yes. It's got a good truss of flowers there and some more up here, so we'll find out what that variety is like after all. Thanks for watching.